Yesterday we spoke about who you identify as, who you are as a man, and how you go, this is who I am. And I think if you can shift your identity, and more than anything, you get to choose your identity. You get to choose who you are. Might not feel like it. It might not seem like it in the moment. And too many people want to revert back and sit in this fixed mindset. And they're just like, this is who I am. Deal with it. Or hear me out here, because in shocking revelations here, your life is dictated by your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. That if you change your thoughts, your habits, and your actions within 126 days, seems like a long time, it's really not that fucking long, you will be a different human being. You'll show up differently. You'll live your life differently if you're willing to embrace that this is who I am as a man. These are the things I do. As I said, you just do it every single day. This is just who I am. I work out every single day. I go for a weighted walk every single day. I eat an animal-based diet every single day. I drink 4 liters of water every single day. I take a daily photo every single day. I'm a man who gets shit done. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of discipline. You just build these into your core identities by making those choices over and over and over again. But it's about just choosing that as it. But it starts with that paradigm shift of going, I can make those different choices. And I think when you start thinking in that way, everything in your life gets easier. Everything in your life gets better. Like, one of my favorite things is, the harder it gets, the more I like it. And people are like, that's a bit fucked up. Why would you think that way? Why do you want to be that way? And the reason is, again, it comes down to that paradigm shift. Because the harder it gets, the more I look around and go, nobody else is going to do this. Nobody else is going to make these decisions. Therefore, I further separate myself. Therefore, I step into another league of my own. As we were talking about yesterday. When, I'm going on holidays. I'm going away. I'm going on a beach holiday. It's going to be great. The kids are going to have a fantastic fucking time. I am super stoked for it. For my kids, for the time away, all that kind of stuff. But I'm still going to work. I'm still going to work out. I'm still going to do the things that need to be done. I'm going to take a weight vest with me. I'm going to take a kettlebell. I'm still going to do my weighted walks every day. I'm still going to do my workouts because that is who I am as a man. And that's harder on holidays. It's harder when you have the opportunities to make different choices. And people are like, you need downtime. And I'm like, no, I want to do this. I like to do this. It is who I am. And I separate myself with those decisions. Is it easy to do on those days? Fuck no. It means I have to get up early. It means I have to wait till my kids go to bed and do it then. But that allows the opportunity and the separation, and fundamentally defines who I am. But remember, it's not about doing the things when it's easy. It's not about doing it when it's convenient. It's about following through when you don't feel like it. It's about following through when you really don't want to. When you really don't want a fucking bar of it. And you do it anyway. These are the days that separate. These are the days that make the difference. These are the days that will define who you are as a man. These are the ones that actually matter when it is hard, when it is inconvenient. And that shows what you truly value. And it shows what truly matters to you. And you can talk a big talk. You can talk a big game about the things that you value and the things that truly matter to you. But you want to know how you define it? You want to know how you truly know? Look at the things you do when it's inconvenient. Look at the things that you do when you don't feel like it, when everything is throwing up opportunities for you to make different fucking choices. Those are the things that actually matter to you. Those are the things that you're actually going to follow through on. Your actions speak louder than words. Your actions speak to what you truly place value on. And shockingly, when it becomes inconvenient, when it's not simple and straightforward, people will revert back to who they truly are. That's why you need to shift your paradigm about the things that you do. That's why you need to shift the paradigm about what you're actually committed to. Because for as long as you are, well, for lack of a better term, stuck in the man that you currently are, nothing will truly long-term change. That's why I think it is, might be 95%, but I do think it is 99% of people who lose weight will have regained it all or more again within 5 years. Why? Because they didn't actually change their identity. So when the chips were down, when shit hit the fan, when things got difficult, they just reverted back to who they used to be. Because they didn't fundamentally change who they are in here. They didn't change on the inside. And that's why you have to keep redefining these things. You have to have the paradigm shift. Not just for a little while, not just in the short term, but for the real long term. Because that is when things will get better. That's when you'll find out who you truly, truly are. Because, well, you made the decision to do those things. Remember, your life is a direct reflection of your thoughts, your habits, and your actions. So first we change our thoughts, then we change our actions, then we change our habits, and we ingrain them, and we ingrain them, and we ingrain them. As I spoke about the other day, it's why it's easier to do it every single day. Because then there's no thought process. Then you don't get this questioning of, will I, won't I? You don't fall back into, is it convenient today, is it not? No, you just fucking do it. Discipline is freedom because it removes the thought process and the reliance on willpower. It just is. It is just getting done because it gets done, because it is required every single day. It is actually way easier. Despite what people want to think, despite, the questions of, well, that's not really normal. Is that really healthy? Being fat and overweight isn't healthy either. Making choices on alcohol, junk food, porn, social media, all these kinds of things is not healthy either. Hiding away from your problems in your life is not healthy either. And if I was going to have to choose the addiction and the thing that I'm going to do, well, fuck, I'm going to choose the healthiest option, which is the exercise, which is being the greatest version of myself, which is doing the work. I'm going to choose that every single day of the week. Because if I'm going to be addicted to something, if I'm going to be obsessed with something, I'm going to choose the obsession that improves my life. I'm going to choose the obsession and the addiction that builds to something of value. Yeah, I'd rather be addicted to a healthy life. I'd rather be addicted to living for as long as possible. I'd rather be addicted to living my best fucking life than being addicted to sedation, to avoidance, to the things that aren't going to serve me. But we all get choices in this life. We all get the freedom to choose. Too many of us choose the easy way out. We choose sedation and we choose the things that will not serve us. We'll choose putting our head in the sand over showing the fuck up and doing the work. And this question on healthy and is that, good for you? To me, that still becomes the craziest fucking question. They're like, oh, you should have balance and, enjoy those things in life. And we've had this discussion before. For what purpose, though? If enjoying your life and having that balance is to sedate and hide from the life that you don't like, well, that's not fucking balance. That's avoidance. Dressed up and trumped up as this idea of, well, finding it, authenticity and balance through these things, rather than being like, no, actually, I want to be the best version of myself. No, I want to face my reality and go, I don't like where I'm at. Therefore, I will choose something different. I will choose a different path. I will choose to be the greatest version of myself. Balance isn't sedation. Balance isn't avoidance of these things. I always come back to this concept. Balance is a zeroed out scale. We don't want 0, we want 100%. We want to be the greatest version of ourselves. We want to pursue the greatest and best versions of our lives possible. So yeah, I'd rather be addicted and obsessed with those kinds of things rather than, pretending that I'm okay, pretending that these choices that are detrimental to my health and my life are beneficial. Too much of our society is built on this idea of softness, of it's okay to have these things, it's okay to live this way, it's okay to do these things because we need them in your life. You don't actually. You don't. You want them because it's fucking easier. It's easier to choose instant gratification. It's easier to choose sedation and things that feel good in the moment but don't actually fucking serve you. Yeah, that is easier, but that's not what we are doing here. We are chasing the greatest version of ourselves. We are chasing the greatest life possible. But I warn you that people will judge you. People will question it because they can't make the same choices. As I said, we were talking the other day about how I do this every single day. This is what I do with my life. And they're like, is that healthy? But at the end of the day, I'm telling you that your casual drinking and your casual junk food addiction and the stomach hanging over your pants and all those kinds of things is not healthy either. So if we're going to choose the quote-unquote healthy versions, I'm going to choose mine every single day of the week, because those unhealthy choices, as you love to dub them, are the ones that allow me to live my greatest life. They allow me to do anything I want physically, mentally, emotionally. It allows me to take on tasks without question whether I am capable of doing it. It allows me to show up as the best version of myself for my children and my wife. It allows me to live my best life. So yeah, maybe I don't indulge and have those vices that you think create balance and comfort in this life. But I will choose these unhealthy addictions to a healthy lifestyle every day of the week over, sedating and hiding from my life. I'd rather face my shortcomings head on and then do something about them. Because at the end of the day, if you require junk food, alcohol, chocolate, TV, porn, social media, spending money, any of these things to have a good life, well, I hate to break it to you, but that means your life is lacking other areas. It is lacking fulfillment and enjoyment in things that truly, truly matter. And I think you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and start questioning why you require those things to have a good life. Because good life is found in taking on challenges and overcoming. It is pursuing things that feel impossible and achieving them. It is found in the fulfillment of doing impossible tasks and constantly pushing yourself forward to see what you are capable of. That is true satisfaction. That is true fulfillment. And it comes with the ability, as people will say, you need to be able to be present with your family. Yeah, you do. But if you require those other things to be present with your family, you're not present. You are sedating and being in the same room with them. Presence and proper participation has the ability to not hide from your life because you've faced your demons head on and you're allowing yourself to do the work that is necessary. So it might be time to have a look in your mirror. It might be time to actually start looking at the things that need to be addressed and doing the work that is necessary. So that's all I have for you. Start demanding greatness and see who you can become on the other side. I'll talk to you soon.